Shalom Aleichem, welcome to Assyrian Dishes Gardening. I'm Julian and today I'll be showing you how to grow peppers from seed in a container. So let's start gardening. These are the equipment that you will need to sterilize and sanitize your growing equipment before you start planting. You will need a 1 litre spray bottle with water, 100% cold pressed neem oil, some dishwashing liquid, seed starting containers, trays, boiling water, some gardening shovels, plastic containers, seed starting mix, and some earthworm castings. To make the neem oil sanitizer, add 2 capfuls of the neem oil and 2 drops of the dishwashing liquid and shake. You will need to spray in each of the containers, inside and under, and your trays to prevent fungus gnats. To sterilize your seed starting mix, you will need a container. Add about 10 litres or 3 gallons of seed starting mix. It's in the big container, mix it around a bit, break it up. Because your soil is dry, you will need to moisten it, and to sterilize it, you need to add boiling water. Do not use garden soil from outside because it contains bacteria. Always use seed starting mix. Your soil needs to be moist, but not too moist that it's too wet. Just needs to be just right, just like a cookie dough. Let it sit for a while, for about 5 minutes, so the boiling water sterilizes the soil. Then you will need to add 1 cup of worm castings to your seed starting mix to give it that extra nutrients, and 2 teaspoons of neem oil. Mix it all together and your seed starting mix is ready. These are the equipment you will need to start your seeds. You will need the sterilized seed starting mix, shovel, seed starting containers, trays, your seeds, neem oil spray, ground cinnamon, and some labels. First thing you need to do, check that your containers have drainage holes. The water doesn't stay inside your containers to prevent root rot. Next thing you do is add your soil, not all the way up, a bit like that, and then we're going to add the seed. Let's fill them all up first, and then I'll come back and plant the seeds. The first thing you need to do is put 2 holes about 1/4 inch down, 1 inch spacing in each of the containers. I'm going to plant 2 seeds of each vegetable and in each hole, and just lightly cover them. You will need to add labels of the vegetable that you're growing. Peppers, you need to start at least 6 to 8 weeks before your last frost date. Then all you need to do is spray with your neem oil to moisten it and to sanitize and sterilize the soil, prevent fungus gnats. On top of that, sprinkle some cinnamon, which is an antifungal prevention. These are the equipment you will need to make a grow light box and how to use a heat mat. You will need a clamp light, a light bulb which has 1600 to 3000 lumens and 4500 to 6500 Kelvin. You will need a heat mat and a 66-litre plastic container which has a lid. You will also need a cardboard box to lift the trays of your plants to be close to the clamp light, and you will need a marker and a box knife. The first thing you need to do is to disassemble the clamp light. Draw with a marker the point where you're going to put the clamp light to hold the edge of your lid and the center. From the center all the way to the lid, mark a line using the light. In the center, you're going to draw a circle or a square outline where you're going to cut the lid. Using a box knife, cut. So I've made a square cut in the middle to place the light globe. I've made another small cut in the middle for the spring, for the opening of the spring. Going down the slit, I've made another slit on the edge of the lid for the clamp light to hold on. I've put the light shade back on, screwed it in. Now we're going to screw in the light globe. I've plugged the power point. This is how it should look like. I'm going to place the heat mat at the bottom of this container. Originally I was going to put a box underneath, but I don't need to because the container of the seeds are high enough for the grow light to reach. So I'll just demonstrate. And I put my seedlings inside on top of the heat mat. Put the lid on top. The light reaches the seedlings. If it was too low, I would put a box underneath to reach the light. Keep the seedlings inside the grow box for 18 hours with the grow light on and 6 hours off, and keep the heat mat on all day. Today I'll be giving you a 1-week growth update on our seedlings. I needed some extra equipment, so I'll let you know what they are. I wrapped around some aluminium foil all around the grow light box and I taped it on the sides just to give it that extra light inside to reflect. Where my place is in the basement, it's a bit cold and not too much light comes in, so this helps it out. I also got 2 feet light fixtures, grow lights, with a T5 light bulb and stand, which has 6500 Kelvin, which is full daylight. So I just wanted to let you know where I got these LED lights. I got these LED lights from Walmart. You can get them from any department store. They are 1600 lumens and 5000 Kelvin. I'm going to be making another grow light box for my other vegetables that I'm planting. I got this one from Amazon, which is 1600 lumens with 6500 Kelvin. This is the heat mat that I got from Amazon. I'll put all the links in the description box. These are the 2 types of T5 grow lights that I bought, which were from Walmart and one was from Home Depot, or you can get them at any gardening supply stores. This one's called the Jiffy Hydro Grow Light. It has the T5 light bulb with a stand. And this is called the Mackenzie Grow Light. It has the same thing, the T5 light bulb and the stand. It's very easy to assemble. Put them on. I'm going to have more plants coming down here. That's why I got 2. I will also be showing you how to water your seedlings. You'll need a watering can with some water and a turkey baster. So I just wanted to give you an update on the seedlings. The peppers, which are the mixed peppers and the green peppers, took about a week to sprout. Check on your seedlings every day, but after 2 or 3 days you'll notice that the soil is looking dry and it's time to water them. This is how your soil will look like when it looks like it's dry and it's time to water them. Always water your plants in the tray from the bottom. You don't want to water it from the top. Fill it up about a quarter of the way, because remember, there are drainage holes from the bottom. The roots need watering. You don't need watering from the top. Another way you can tell if your seedlings need watering, if the containers feel like they're light. When they're heavy, you'll know that there is moisture inside. So I'll keep the water in here for only about an hour or so. You don't want to keep them in there all day and all night, because then they'll start getting root rot. And I'll show you how to take them out after they've been absorbed after half an hour to 1 hour. It's been 1 hour that I've watered the seedlings, and I'll show you now how to extract the water. Using a turkey baster, take it all out like that. Remove the water, back in your watering can. Remove all the water from the trays. Don't leave anything in there. It's been 2 weeks now, and the seedlings have started to get some true leaves. This is the mixed peppers. They're the true leaves there. These are the baby leaves, and that's the green pepper. The true leaves have just started there. These are the baby leaves. So they're now ready to get some plant food, which is organic, water-soluble fertilizer. Feed them every 7 days, but water them every 2 or 3 days when you see that their soil is dry. This needs to be at least 5-5-5. So if you're close to 5-5-5, which is NPK, that's what you need. Don't go over. If you do, you need to lessen the strength. I will also be separating the plants because they're too big to be in one plant for 2 vegetables. Potting them up again in these containers, which I've sprayed with the neem oil to sanitize them. And I've sterilized the seed starting mix with the neem oil, and I've added about a cup of worm castings. You'll also need some new labels, some cinnamon powder on top when we seed them to prevent fungus and mold. And we're going to be spraying them with a neem oil spray solution. I'm going to place 1 teaspoon of this to some water. Mix it up, and always water from the bottom of the tray. Keep this in here for about half an hour to 1 hour so the soil can extract the nutrients. Then you will need to extract the water out so you don't get root rot. It's been 1 hour since I've watered the plants. Now let's remove the water. Using the turkey baster, I just extract the water, place it back in the watering can. You can always use this plant food water solution to put back into your grass. Now I will be separating the plants and potting them in a different container so they have more room to grow. Beautiful roots that are growing. Just going to separate them carefully. Fill it up with the seeding mix again. Plant inside. Try to plant it as deep as possible so then the stem is up to the container lid, and I'll then put some extra soil on top. This will make the plant and stem much stronger. It'll grow healthy. Spray some neem oil, some cinnamon powder, and label them. And these are my green peppers. I'll be taking the vegetables out every day for half an hour under shade to harden off, which is to accumulate to the weather, to the sun. You need to do this every day and then increase it by an hour and then 2 hours and then maybe a full day, but always bring them inside during the night. It's been 9 weeks since I started the green peppers or green capsicum and mixed peppers from seed. Now it's time to plant them in a container. These are the equipment you will need. You will need some vegetable organic potting mix, wood chip or mulch for drainage, organic vegetable fertilizer, earthworm castings, water soluble organic vegetable fertilizer. This is the potting mix, the mulch, a 5-gallon container with drainage holes, watering can with some water, some garden tape, labels, and some bamboo stakes. First thing we're going to do is add the mulch at the bottom of the container for drainage, just like that. Then we're going to add the potting soil, fill it up all the way to the top, and make sure to remove any clumps, just like that. Remove any clumps. The next thing we're going to do is going to make 2 holes for the 2 plants. You can plant 2 peppers in 1 container Next thing we're going to do is add a cup of the earthworm castings in each hole. Add 3 tablespoons for capsicum or peppers with the organic vegetable fertilizer. You will need to do this twice, once during transplant, another time when the fruit sets, just to give that extra nutrients. Mix them all up. Next thing we're going to do is add the plants. This is the green pepper. Going to just take off these baby leaves off and these bottom leaves here. Look at that, they're already starting to gain some flowers there. Can't wait to see them grow. Turn the plant upside down. These healthy roots here, just open them up a bit. Plant one just there. And the next one is the mixed peppers. Take the bottom leaves off, turn it upside down. Look at those roots. Put that next to the green pepper. Place the soil back. Next thing we're going to do is place the stakes next to the stems so they have support to grow. I'm going to place the stake right in the middle, these 2 plants, so both of them have the opportunity to grow and hold on, just like that, all the way through. Place the garden tape around the stems of the plants, just like that. One there, one just there. Next thing we're going to do is add a water-soluble fertilizer. Going to add half a cap into the watering can. Mix it up. Water the plant. With the water-soluble fertilizer, you need to do this at least once a week and watering every day. Next, add the mulch to retain moisture. During the summertime or hot weather, you will need mulch to retain moisture. Next thing we're going to do is add the labels. Don't forget, green capsicum and mixed peppers. It's been 5 weeks since I transplanted the peppers in the container, and now it's time to harvest them. Peppers in Assyrian is called bibare. I love using peppers in making tepsi and dolma. I'll provide the link to the tepsi recipe in the description box. The easiest way to cut these is with some side cutters. And you just cut it through there. These capsicums, or green peppers, some call it. That's how big they get. It's beautiful. I cut these ones too. Look at that beauty. And I'll cut these jalapeno peppers. They're ready to harvest too, just like that. Some hot chili. And there. This plant will continue to grow. The flower buds here will turn into capsicum or peppers. So I've got the mixed peppers here, which are the jalapenos, and I've got the green peppers here. Remember to subscribe to my channel, like, comment and share this video with your friends. Happy gardening everyone!